This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
By the way, after some quick tutorial, apparently you're not the only Nunchuk expert.
Wow.
Gonna show it off here. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. You just heard from Jeannette, and she'll give us another look at weather in just a few minutes.
I'm definitely hoping that people watched yesterday and they understand what we're talking about here.
Otherwise, it's getting really weird.
Yeah, we are going to explain that about 6:45. Joy, 35 needs some nunchucks to its face because it has been very bad this morning.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that you're doing some research on that, David, because I've been a little bit nervous. Yeah, I-35, not our friend today. We are still looking at a significant delay in the southbound lanes. That's because we are down to just one lane between Weidner and O'Connor for the ongoing construction closures there. That said, we did get our good friend David Mendoza out of that area this morning. David, good morning.
Hey, Joy, yeah, you can say that again. I am out of the Northeast. I'm downtown now, but making my way out of the Northeast, traffic really clears up after you get past Weidner Road. They have a lot of those construction vehicles under the overpass in the construction zone, packed up, done for the night. So hopefully over the next hour or so, we'll see that traffic on 35 South alleviate just a little bit, hopefully, if there's no accidents or anything. But right now, 90 East to 37 North, slightly trafficy downtown, nothing too bad, and not currently tracking any major accidents. I'll keep you updated and let you know what else I see out here. Back to you.
Slightly trafficy. I don't think that's a word, David. All right, thank you for your help. Downtown, one of the things that may be contributing to that traffic is the construction closure on the lower level of I-35 northbound between I-10 and I-37. That is scheduled to reopen sometime tomorrow. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
Right now, a look at the top stories making headlines this morning. A local woman is fighting for her life after falling off the back of a motorcycle. Driver of the bike did not stop to help.
Congressman Tony Gonzalez facing pressure to resign after reports he had an affair with a staffer.
Rescue crews are searching for a skier who went missing in California after an avalanche. 8 others in the group were found dead on Wednesday.
Yeah, and the FBI is now working with Mexican law enforcement in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance case. They believe that she could have been taken across the border.
Emma Allen at the live desk. We are following some developing news. The Department of Homeland Security is expanding its authority to detain certain legal refugees who have not yet obtained green cards. According to a DHS memo just released, immigration officers may now arrest and detain refugees who fail to adjust lawful permanent resident status 1 year after entering the United States. Previous policy did not allow detention solely for failing to secure a green card within that time frame. The memo says the change is aimed at addressing national security and public safety concerns by requiring additional screening after 1 year. Refugee advocacy groups are criticizing that move, calling it an effort to potentially detain or deport thousands of people who are legally in the country. Now, the policy is already facing a legal challenge in federal court in Minnesota. That's the latest from the live desk.
All right, Emma, thank you. An investigation is underway after a home health care nurse allegedly was caught assaulting and neglecting a disabled child on camera. So that child's parent shared video of the nurse who was sleeping while their 13-year-old boy, who depends on a ventilator, was suffering from a seizure. Parents also shared video of the nurse allegedly pulling the child's hair.
He was grabbing him with a hand, full fist, grabbing him by his head and pulling it down, as well as, and then my son's head would jerk, and then he would grab him by his nose, and he did that multiple times.
He's nonverbal, he can't talk, he can't scream, he can't move, he can't, we rely totally on our nurses.
The family did report the alleged abuse to San Antonio police, and an incident report shows that police did find evidence of assault. That case is now in the hands of the DA. The family also filed a complaint to the Texas Board of Nursing, but we're told that investigation could take more than a year.
Time now at 6:47. The mother of a newborn questions medical care inside the detention center in Dilley. This after her 2-month-old baby was rushed to the hospital after coming down with bronchitis. Congressman Joaquin Castro confirmed the 2-month-old and his family were deported back to Mexico. But before that deportation, the infant was taken to the hospital and treated for bronchitis. He was later released back to the detention center.
Viendo la situación así, pues no me puedo sentir bien.
Homeland Security says a family chose not to take the $2,600 and a free flight home.
Lent is underway. Catholic Charities kicking off a 40 for 40 campaign. News 4's Christina De Leon joins us now with more on the campaign and how you can be a part of that. Christina, good morning.
Hey, good morning, David. Good morning, everyone. Catholic Charities now kicking off the 40 cans for Lent and 40 days of service to engage the community during Lent all the way up until April 2nd. 40 cans for Lent aims to collect 125,000 pounds of food to feed all the people regardless of race, religion, or national origin through Catholic Charities food pantries and the mobile food pantry as well. 40 days of service plans to engage the community to serve others by prepping for crisis response, providing humanitarian aid, mentoring and tutoring youth, visiting isolated seniors, and a whole lot more. So this kickoff event expects about 300 community leaders and partners, university, elementary, and high school students, along with clergy and parishioners and businesses and others, as the community unites to fight hunger and encounter anyone who has a need. Now, today's kickoff is going to be in a few hours from now at 1 o'clock at the Guadalupe Community Center over off Cesar Chavez Boulevard at their Catholic charity. And again, they hope to raise that 125,000 pounds of food during this Lenten season. Reporting live, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.
Thank you. A judge says Buffalo Wild Wings can keep calling their boneless wings boneless, even though they're basically chicken nuggets. A Chicago man sued, arguing that the name Boneless Wings was false advertising because the product is not made from actual chicken wing meat. The man sought $10 million in damages and asked the court to force the chain. The judge ruled in the chain's favor, writing the man's complaint has no meat on its bones. He says the term is common industry language and reasonable. Diners are not deceived by it. The judge also used the example of buffalo wing, saying it refers to the type of sauce on the wings rather than the type of meat it's made of.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
Well, I think people sue hoping, right, just to get a little bit of money. He sued for $10 million, right? If he got $100,000, he would.
But it's not like he got injured or choked on a bone.
People are always sue happy. They just love to try to.
He must have the time and money to sue.
There you go.
By the way, sometimes I don't care if you call them nuggets or wings. Sometimes I just don't like to work for the meat.
Right.
Just
it doesn't have a bone.
Or get your hands dirty. I hate
that.
Also that too.
Yeah. All right, let's talk weather because we are, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, rain likely as we go into the fall and winter. And we're talking plenty of rain because the pattern's going to shift, hopefully, from La Nina to El Nino. And El Nino means wetter than normal and cooler than normal. So for those of you asking, Jeanette, when are things going to change? Well, fall season around here will likely be a lot different.
Just a few more months.
Several months from now. All right.
In the short term, no big changes. It looks like the La Nina pattern is going to stick around. I want to show you rainfall comparison. These are amounts between January and February. So far this year, we've received 1.46 inches of rain. Last year, we had La Nina between January and February, just shy of 2 inches. Back in 2024, with the El Nino pattern, we had over 7.5 inches of rain. So that is what we'll likely see towards the second half of 2026. Spring season, summer season will likely be still warmer than normal and drier than normal. Rain chances ahead, not much. We're seeing some sprinkles out there this morning. Tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, perhaps areas of sprinkles, mist, patchy drizzle. Then we are looking completely dry from Sunday through next Thursday. Very warm today. We'll see high temperatures well into the 80s. Tomorrow won't be as warm because we'll have clouds, but there's a stronger cold front that arrives on Saturday, and that front will usher in some cooler air. It will be noticeably cooler in the mornings, especially Sunday morning through early next week. The rest of this week, lows in the 60s, Saturday morning upper 50s, and then upper 30s to low 40s between Sunday morning and Tuesday morning. Yes, it warms right back up starting next Wednesday. This afternoon becoming mostly sunny, and then tomorrow morning it'll be cloudy, foggy, sprinkles, mist. There will be a Pacific front that comes in late tomorrow, early Saturday. By Sunday, there's a stronger polar front that moves in, and behind that it'll get cooler and windy too, gusts 25 to 35 miles an hour. Right now it is 67 and cloudy with sprinkles, patches of fog. fog. We're getting an increase in low-level moisture from the Gulf. Dew point temperatures at 65. It will be turning a lot less humid this afternoon as drier air arrives from the north. Visibility at 1 mile at the airport, now at a half a mile in Hondo. Looks like it's improving a bit closer to Kerrville, now just over a half a mile visibility. Patchy fog, clouds until mid-morning, and then it clears out this afternoon. Mostly sunny, and we're going to get up to about 85 in San Antonio. Plenty of 80s across the zones. 76 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Saturday, 77, and then we'll see highs in the mid-60s. Sunday, Monday, low 70s. Tuesday, normal highs 68. 80s back next Wednesday, possibly low 90s by the middle of next week in the western zone. Hill country, warm, cool, then warm again, and that's also the case for the eastern zone. Perhaps a couple showers tomorrow in the eastern zone.
All right, I-35 still going to be our biggest problem as we kind of round out our morning here. About an hour delay still in those southbound lanes between Weidner and O'Connor. We are down to just one lane for those construction closures. A similar closure downtown has the lower level of I-35 closed. That is northbound between I-10 and I-37. This is our last day with that closure. Should be opening up sometime tomorrow. Let's check in again with photojournalist David Mendoza, who joins us live once more from RoadCam. Hi, David.
Hey, so still in the downtown area, 35 south to 90 west, slightly congested downtown. I know Joy would rather me say slightly congested than slightly trafficy, so there's that. But for the most part, traffic is looking okay throughout the city, minus 35 in the northeast. I'm going to continue on and head west, but oh yeah, the fog out here. There is fog, but no dense fog at street level, at least that I've seen. I'll actually leave you with that. Drive safe, have a great day, and back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
Emma Allen at the live desk. Live pictures coming in from Buckingham Palace right now. We want to continue to follow those live updates coming in following the arrest of former Prince Andrew out of London. He was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. All of this just weeks after all the revelations over the former prince's friendship and dealings with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. King Charles III now speaking out on his brother's arrest. The Buckingham Palace releasing a statement this morning from the king saying he pledges his full support for the police probe into his brother. The statement reads in part, quote, "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on the matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all." The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer also speaking out about the arrest just a short time ago, saying nobody is above the law. That's the latest from the live desk.
All right, Emma, thank you. So, want to show you some video from yesterday. We showed this. This was a kung fu performance put on by robots, these humanoids in China. It was really cool. We were kind of talking about it, laughing about it. And then towards the end of us reading this, Marisa says, oh, I have nunchucks, because apparently they have swords and nunchucks as well.
That they use.
And Marisa goes, oh, I do. And I go, oh, yeah, sure you do, sure you do. And she's like, no, I really do. And I said, well, you should bring them in. And so
here we are.
You did bring them in.
These are the nunchucks, thanks to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I couldn't find my own, but these are not wood.
Couldn't find my own.
And you
They're
can
squishy.
So you flip them. So now it's all pressure.
Yeah, it's
right?
all pressure. Okay.
Right, and then you just flip them around.
So
David didn't believe I had nunchuck skills, but obviously I do.
So
but telling me,
you're telling me, you're pretty good. You're telling me that I'm going behind. I'm not supposed to go behind.
You're supposed to catch it. See,
catch it in
like
the front, right?
Yeah, catch it in front.
Catch it in the front, catch it in the front, and then you go behind.
Yeah.
Right, and you come back. Oh, I keep hitting myself.
See,
that would hurt. Like, I'm thinking, if these are wooden, every time I'm hitting myself, I'm literally hitting myself in the back with a piece of wood.
Right. Yeah. So my friend showed me, because they use them all the time, and they're like,
oh,
hey,
this is a good one right here. Yeah, this will really show it off. Look at. Thank you, Fred, for showing the. So the.
What? Yeah, it's good, right?
Didn't
believe me. So
no,
on tomorrow's show, we're going to show
no more
some
tomorrow.
other